home negligence. If you have an issue, please give us a call, 855-LAW-1955. Kirby Ferris, Ken Riley of Ferris, Riley and Pitt, both here with us tonight. Gentlemen, let's talk about nursing homes and when you're looking at one to potentially put a loved one in. What are some of the top questions that you need to be asking of these facilities before you make a decision?
That's a great question. There's so many, and you can go to Medicare and Medicaid websites, and you can read a lot about this. But there's going to be things first of all, don't leave your common sense at home. Walk through the place, look around, see if it's being kept up adequately. Talk to some of the residents and see how they interact with you. But you want to know things like the nursing ratio. That's really important. How many nurses do they have on staff versus how many residents do they have? You want to know if they have 24-hour RN service. Some do and some don't. But you would much prefer them having an RN at the facility 24/7. You want to know about doctor's rounds. Are they affiliated with a hospital? Those are some of the things that I can think of.
Yeah, turnover, employee turnover. You know, what we see a lot of times is we have nursing home facilities or assisted living facilities with high turnover of employees. Well, that just means they're either not paying them properly, or they're not experienced, or they're having bad experiences with residents. So those questions are all things that hopefully a reputable facility will, an administrator will answer. If they don't answer those questions or they don't give you references, you know, I would mark that with a red flag. Now, let's be honest. A lot of times folks are sitting by the phone waiting on a call for a bed to open up. Because we have an aging population and you know, we're running low on nursing home beds as it is. And so, you know, you kind of got to weigh those things. Do I want mom in a bed, or do I, you know, at a facility that I'm not sure about, or do I not want her in a bed at all? And so, you know, those are things that really folks have to weigh, and it's usually you know, a son or daughter, or maybe a brother or sister. And so those are tough decisions.
What I hear you saying is don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to walk through. Don't be afraid to talk with folks.
And you know, equally as important, once your loved one is in the facility, watch them. See if they've got scratches or bruises on their body. Watch for behavioral changes. If they don't want you to touch them anymore, or if they're withdrawn, maybe they're not eating right, losing weight, those sorts of things. If they're able to communicate, ask them about the staff. That's after you get them in the facility. Just be vigilant about that.
And you know, in our next segment, we're going to give information for folks that want to make a complaint against a nursing home. How difficult is it, though, to actually bring a case? Because I'm just thinking about what we talked about in the last segment, and it sounds like they have a little bit of protection themselves. Is it difficult to bring cases against them, or?
Not difficult to bring them, but they are complicated cases because they fall in line with medical malpractice. So you have to have experts. You have to know what you're looking for. You have to know what rules are applicable. There's some federal regulations that can benefit you. So they can be complicated, but not hard to bring.
Yeah, I mean, they're expensive to bring, so you have to be right about the cases that you bring. And you know, you have to have a likelihood of success when something happens. And you know, we're seeing, unfortunately, we're seeing more abuse type cases. It's unfathomable, but you really are seeing more abuse type cases, and I can't really put my finger on why that is. Maybe it's because of the turnover of staff and the workforce out there. But what I would say, and what we've seen is, you know, if you've got mom or dad or brother and sister in the nursing home, you know, go see them. Be visible, and also make friends with, you know, the staff there. Make friends with the people around, you know, the caregivers for your loved one, because, you know, those are the people that are going to get taken care of, I believe, you know, first.
I think that's a great point.
Yes, and it sounds like documentation is very important in cases like this. Documenting what you see, documenting what you. Excellent.